ask you a question. Do you struggle with your pricing? Do you want a great price for your business revenue, but also one that's a no-brainer for your customers so you get lots of sales? In this video, I'm gonna talk with you all about pricing. So how to price your service-based or freelance business, and also how to price your digital products, because they're both very different and I have done both. By the way, if we have not met before, hello, my name is Molly Kaiser. I'm an online course expert who has done over $8 million in online course sales. And now I make videos just like this one that come out every single week that help you turn your passion into your own profitable online course that generates consistent passive income. Now, if you're excited about the topic of today's video, go ahead and give this video a like and a subscribe if you want more videos like this one every single week. All right, let's dive in. First, let's talk about how to price services. And let's talk about the mistakes that many people have made and that I have certainly made with pricing your services wrong, okay? Now, a lot of people, when they go to price their services, they're like, I'm gonna look at my competitors. I'm gonna see what they charge. I'm gonna see what people want to pay. I'm gonna see what they're willing to pay. I totally did this. Many of you guys might not know this, but I used to be a photographer. I was a professional photographer for 16 years. And when I went to first price my services, that's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm gonna look at my competitors. I'm gonna see what people in my area are charging. And then I'm just gonna charge less than them, because if I cost less, then people will wanna go to me, right? But that is absolutely not the case. In fact, one of my favorite quotes from amazing marketer Dan Kennedy is, the person who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. Not only that, but think about it. A lot of people, they'll go and buy a luxury handbag. Now, they could easily go to Walmart, Target, wherever, and get a cheaper handbag. Just because there's a cheaper handbag out there does not mean that people are gonna go and buy the cheaper handbag. Some people would rather pay more for a more quality service, and you have to choose your business model. Do you wanna be the high quality, fewer clients, charge more person, or do you wanna be like the high volume, low price person? And again, the great Dan Kennedy quote, the person who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. And what this means is, once you really get your business going and you just need more and more and more customers, it might cost you more to go to events, run paid ads, whatever that is. And the person who can charge the most and have the biggest profit margin and have the most money to spend to acquire those customers is going to win. So I do recommend that you go with the higher end model versus the low price, JCPenney, Walmart, whatever, high volume model. All right, now that you know the pricing mistakes I made with my services in the beginning and what you should avoid, let's talk about how you should price your services, okay? So this is what you should do. What you should do is set a realistic goal of how much revenue you want your business to hit for that year. Now, hopefully you have previous years of data of revenue, that you can look at, and you can see, okay, maybe last year you did like $50,000, so maybe this year you wanna do 60, okay? Don't go crazy and be like, oh, I wanna go from 50,000 to $1 million. Okay, be reasonable. Now, this does not mean that you won't make more money. This does not mean that you won't exceed that goal. It's just that in order to do the pricing correctly, we really need to set a reasonable goal. Okay, so let's say that your goal is 100,000. Okay, now you need to ask yourself and look at your offerings. What is your average offering cost? Let's just say you only have one offering and it's $1,000. Okay, and let's say that you want to make $100,000 that year. Then how many clients do you need? You're gonna need 100, all right? And this is exactly how you should price your services. You're probably thinking, well, Molly, you just grabbed an offer that already had a price. Yes, I did, but you can do this the other way around too. You can say, okay, maybe your goal is $100,000 revenue for the year. Then you could ask yourself, how many clients can I take? How many clients do I want to take, right? Maybe you wanna take one client a week, or you can take one client a week. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10. It depends on the business that you have, right? Be realistic about it. You don't wanna go from last year I had one client a week, I'm gonna do 10 clients a week. Don't do that. Just go, be realistic. Because again, this doesn't mean you can't make more money. This doesn't mean you can't exceed your goals. We just wanna be realistic about it. So what you wanna do is, again, set that revenue goal, and then you can either look at what your prices offerings are already priced at, or look at how many clients you can take, divide that to get the price, or divide that to get the number of customers that you're gonna have to service to make that much money. So when it comes to pricing services, it's all about the math, okay? But now let's talk about pricing digital products, because this is a lot different actually. And some people can find this to be a lot more complicated. And I'm gonna break it down to you based on my over 6 years of experience selling digital products and courses in the online marketing space. All right, so again, let's start out with what not to do. All right, so for me, since I had a background in how to price services, I was like, oh, well, I'll just price my digital products like services. But it doesn't work that way, because with digital products, products, you can actually sell an unlimited amount. That's sort of like the best part of digital products and courses, right? The thing is that you can sell an unlimited amount, you can scale unlimited because you're not trading your time for money. So this really changes the game in terms of how you can price stuff. So here's what I recommend. I'm gonna talk specifically about how to price courses because that is what my expertise is in, okay? Now, I'm gonna bring you guys in on a little secret, okay? I have spent millions of dollars in paid ads, all right, to learn this lesson. So just so you know, this is like a little bit of a secret, but I'm gonna let you guys in on it. Comment below, say excited if you're excited to learn this. Now, I have learned that there is a great sweet spot price range for pricing courses. And I'm gonna tell you guys what that sweet spot range is, okay? That range is $297 all the way up to $1,997. Now you might be wondering, Molly, how did you come up with this? I didn't necessarily come up with this. I certainly did not pull this out of thin air. This is from us testing and spending millions of dollars on paid ads to figure out what prices work and what don't, okay? Now, the biggest thing is if you're going to go with $297, that's totally okay to start, but I would want you to have in mind to later on raise your prices because again, that Dan Kennedy quote that I'm gonna repeat over and over and over, the person who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. Now, once you get to a point where you're starting to run ads to bring traffic to your course to sell more customers in, you're gonna quickly realize that $297 is gonna be a bit hard. Now, that's gonna be a great price if you're only running organic traffic, but once you start running paid traffic, you're gonna quickly realize that your margins are gonna be really, really thin, all right? That is one reason why it starts at $297 because you don't wanna go any lower or you're not going to be able to bring in customers and still maintain a profit, okay? Now, the second thing is, why did I pick the cap of $1,997? That is because, again, we've tested millions of dollars in paid ads, and what we've learned is that a course can sell with an auto webinar all the way up to $1,997. However, once you go past that, that is when you are going to need to really turn your course into a high ticket product, and you're going to need to hire a sales team. You're going to need to have sales people. I know I'm sitting here saying you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion, my experience, and what I've learned. Are there people out there selling a course through an auto webinar for more than $1997? Maybe there are, and that's awesome for them. But this is just what I've learned from my experience and what is like works for the majority of people, okay? So again, if you wanna go the high ticket route, hire a sales team, train a sales team, take high ticket phone calls, then you can charge more than that, right? For me personally, I like to be somewhere in that sweet spot. At the time I'm recording this video, my course is $997 and we make sales almost every single day through our automated webinar funnel, which I gotta tell you is pretty freaking great. All right, now you're probably thinking, this is all great and well and everything, Molly, but how do I pick what price between $297 and $1997 that I should price my course at? Great question, and this is exactly what you're gonna do. You're not gonna base it on math, you're not gonna base it on revenue, you're not gonna base it on any of that stuff because services and digital products are just simply different. What you are gonna base it on is the result that your course gets. And this is why I talk so much in my videos and in my course Profitable Courses about how important it is that your course has a great result, because people don't buy your course for how many modules it has. They don't buy your course for how high quality the videos are. They buy your course for the result, okay? So for example, with my course Profitable Courses, I am giving people everything they need to learn to go from where they are now to a 6 or 7 figure a year course business, okay? And the majority of our students start making money in 30 days or less. And just one course sale, if they price their course on average $997, they'd make $997. So I price my course at $997 because that way I can say to people, look, do you think you're gonna make at least one sale in your first 30 days? Which is exactly what our course is set up to do. It's actually set up to make you way more than one course sale in 30 days. But this way I can say, hey, look, even if you mess up along the way, even if XYZ whatever happens, you're gonna be able to make at least one sale to pay for the cost of this program. And I have tons of students who tell me I'm absolutely crazy, who've made 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, and they've only made an investment of $997. And guess what? That creates extremely happy customers. So again, what you wanna do is think about what is the result that your course is getting and what are people gonna pay for that? You know, you might be thinking, well, my course isn't a make money course. I don't help people make money. That's okay, but maybe you won't be able to charge $1997. It really depends what it is. What are people willing to pay for the skill and the result that you're gonna be getting them? You really have to look at that and think about that and also use that in your marketing as well. Maybe if your course is how to start a garden, maybe you wanna price it more at $297. And again, it's always better to start lower and then raise your price over time versus going too high and then having some people buy, but not being able to backpedal because then you'd piss off some of your customers, right? All right, guys, so those are my what not to do's and what to do's for pricing services for your freelance, small business, whatever that is, and how to price digital products and courses. Now, if you want to learn a lot more about this, also how to uncover your $1 million course idea, how to create the curriculum for your course in 60 minutes or less, and how to start profiting from your course in 30 days or less, and then how to automate that for consistent passive income sales, what I want to do is invite you to my free on-demand training where I'm going to teach you all of that and more. So I'm going to pull down my video, pull up my slides, show you click by click how to register for this free on-demand training, and I can't wait to see you there. All right, so all you have to do is go to profitablecourses.com/class, and it's going to bring up a page that looks like this. The design might look exactly like this, or it might look a little bit different because we do split test the pages. But just know that you're on the right page as long as it says that this is my free instant workshop on how to create your own online course that generates consistent passive income. I'm so freaking stoked. You are going to learn a lot. This is value packed. All right. So you're going to learn how to discover your $1 million course idea and how to position it for profitability. You're going to learn how to design your course curriculum like a professional in 60 minutes or less. And you're going to learn how to start profiting from your course idea in the next 30 days, and then how to automate sales for passive income, just like I have done. All right. So all you have to do is go to that link, click on register now. You're simply just going to fill in your name, your email address, select the date and time you want to watch it at, and then you're going to click register now, and you're going to be able to watch it instantly or at the date and time that you have selected. I cannot wait to see you inside.